forbidden love would leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you 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 dance.
I'm with Mary Potenza, one of the proud mothers of one of the contestants tonight. What is your daughter's name?
I actually have two daughters competing tonight.
Wow.
I have a little miss, Natalia, age 10, and I have a 12-year-old competing, Regina.
And that's Miss Junior.
I think it is. I think
Miss
that's exactly what
Junior,
they call
Italy.
it.
And where are you from?
We're from Yonkers.
Oh, great city. I'm
is.
formerly from Yonkers, and I think I knew one of your relatives.
Did you?
I went to school at PS Commerce High School, PS 19 in Hawthorne, and I remember the name Potenza very well.
It's a small world.
But I wish them both well
Thank
tonight.
you.
If
Thank
they're
you.
as pretty as you, they're going to win both contests.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. I'm here at the Antonio Mucci Italian Club, and I'm with Miss Italia.
Miss Italia, New York, Anna Rose Mangiello.
And how are you doing?
I'm very
I
well.
last saw you in Peekskill
Yes.
last summer, and you did a great job.
Thank
how are
you.
things up in Monticello, New York?
Everything is wonderful, working hard as usual, doing my due diligence as Miss Italia, New York, and I would not want to have it any other way.
Will you be losing your crown tonight, or?
No, I will not. I will be passing down my crown in March. And from there, I will be competing for the title of Miss Italia USA, so root for me.
Wow, we will all be rooting. And
Thank
how's
you.
your business doing?
It's doing wonderful.
You're in the advertising business or
We
marketing?
make fresh mozzarella, and I'm the
Oh,
brand manager for
boy.
my company,
Someday
Formaggio.
when my wife and I are up in Monticello, we got to try your mozzarella.
I would love for you to come, and we'll give you a grand tour.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Italia,
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Mangiello. I'm with one of the proud mothers of one of the beauties today. And what is your name?
My name is Antonella Capigotto Delia.
And who is your daughter?
My daughter is Francesca Maria. She's competing for the Little Miss Westchester
Right.
2016.
Wow.
She's a proud Italian American, and her
Is
grandfather.
she as beautiful as you?
She's more beautiful.
Then she's guaranteed to win tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm not biased.
Well, you're very nice,
Where
George.
are you from in Italy?
White Plains.
originally?
Oh, in Italy. My parents were both born in Calabria.
Calabria. It seems like everybody here tonight is from
Yes,
Calabria.
this is our lodge, actually.
Really?
I'm a member of the lodge, and so are my parents, the Antonio Meucci Lodge, and they.
Friends of mine from Yonkers belong to the Enrico Fermi
Oh,
Foundation.
I know that foundation.
And up in Yorktown, where I live now in the general area, the Circola da Vinci.
Oh,
And
nice.
Christopher Columbus and Peekskill, so I get around.
Excellent.
I'm an
Excellent.
adopted son of Italy, Giorgio Ondecchio.
Giorgio Ondecchio.
Although my real name is George Ondek from Czechoslovakia.
Oh,
But
very
I
nice.
wish your daughter very good luck.
Thank you. We're here for the experience and because we're proud to be Italian Americans.
Is it the first time she's competing?
First time she's ever
Wow.
competed.
And how old is she?
She's 10.
And what's her name?
Francesca.
Francesca.
Maria.
I use Francesca Rinaldi sauce a lot, so that's a good
okay.
name. But homemade sauce is the best. Do you
Yes, we make homemade sauce.
Okay.
Yes,
thank you
sometimes
ver-
my daughter helps me in the kitchen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. Nice to meet you.
Honored to
Piacere
have you on the
conoscere.
Giorgio Ondecchio show.
Arrivederci.
I will call you any night, any day. In your heart, you'll hear it call you. Come away, Bali high will whisper on the wind of the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, your own special hopes, your own special dreams. Bloom on the hillside and shine in the streams. If you try, you'll find me where the wind meets the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, Bali high, Bali high, Bali high. Buonasera a tutti. How is everyone this evening? Great. Yeah? I am Miss Italia, USA North America. I want to welcome you all and thank you all for coming tonight. I would also like to welcome our other title holders. Let me first introduce Anna Rose. Anna Rose is Miss Italia, New York. Next, I would like to introduce Gabriella. She is Miss Italia Teen, New York. Next, we have Sabrina. She is Miss Italia, Mount Carmel. And we have Jennifer. Give a round of applause for Jennifer. Our little Miss Italia, New York. So we are going to start, give them all a round of applause. So we are going to start by, we also have Nadia with us, I'm sorry. She is our guest appearance. She is Miss Italia 2013 Hudson Valley. And we have an even more special guest,
Miss Italia, or Miss Hispanic America, excuse me. Okay, we are going to begin this evening by introducing you to your Miss Italia contestants. So, let's first welcome out
Francesca D'Elia. Francesca D'Elia is a 10-year-old from White Plains, New York. She's 100% full Italian and speaks fluent Italian. Francesca's mother is from Calabria and her father is from Miss D'Elia has two brothers, Giovanni and Sergio, and as all Italians, loves her Italian family. Francesca has even traveled to Italy 10 times. She plays soccer, basketball, playing the clarinet, and singing. In her spare time, she rollerblades, rides her bike, and is even a Girl Scout. Her favorite hobbies are drawing, fashion, and reading. Isabella Melandro. Isabella Melandra, or Izzy, as she likes to be called, is an 8-year-old Italian-American from Valhalla, New York. She's in 3rd grade at Kensico School. She's a very active young lady. Isabella is on the cheerleading team, soccer team, and basketball team in Valhalla. She also takes singing and dancing lessons in Harrison during the winter and during the spring she's on the softball team. Isabella is a Girl Scout. Miss Melandra loves being an Italian, and in the summer she plays on the Antonio Mucci Lodge's bocce ball team, where her team placed 2nd this past summer. Next we have Natalie Potenza. Natalie Potenza is a 5th grade honor student at Annunciation Elementary School in Yonkers, New York. Her favorite subjects are reading and math. Natalia enjoys singing and dancing. She recently performed with her dance class at local nursing homes to help spread joy during this holiday season. In her free time, Natalia loves to read, play golf, and travel to exciting places. She loves animals and hopes to be the first woman president of the United States. Next we have Sienna Tassone. Sienna Tassone is an 8-year-old Italian-American from Valhalla, New York. Her mother was born in Italy and immigrated to the United States from Italy in search of a better life, and her father is an American-born Italian teacher. Italian heritage is very important in Miss Tassone's family. She has traveled to Italy to visit her family and to tour around the country. Sienna has visited Calabria, Rome, and Naples. She loves attending school. Miss Tassone's hobbies include ballet, acrobatic dance, and ice skating. Sienna has a special needs sister, Celeste, who she loves very deeply and looks up to her 13-year-old brother, Giuseppe. Now we will be entering our Miss Italia Teen category. First we have Angelina Di Francesco. Angela Di Francesco is a 15-year-old Italian-American from Thornwood, New York. She is currently in the 10th grade and aspires to become a special education teacher. In Miss Di Francesco's spare time, she volunteers in many special education programs and classes in Westchester County. When Angela has a spare moment, she loves making art out of anything she can find. As a true Italian American, Miss DiFrancesco loves spending time with her family, especially her Nonna.
Up next, we have Grace Morgan. Grace is a student at the Lakeland Copper Beach Middle School. Grace just completed her 5th production which starred 2B Performing Arts in Peter Pan. Grace has also had roles in Lucille Willy Wonka, Aladdin Jr., Beauty and the Beast Jr., Into the Woods, Guys and Dolls. Grace's hobbies include hanging out with her friends, cosmetology, especially SFK makeup, playing the saxophone, and baking. Although her last name is Morgan, she definitely gets her love of cooking from her Piscopo side and love of performing from the artistic Siska side of her families. Thank you, Grace.
Please welcome Luciana Gizzo. Luciana Gizzo is a senior at Maria Regina High School with aspirations of becoming a pediatrician. Besides performing in musical theater productions at Archbishop Stepinac High School, Luciana enjoys modeling, singing, dancing, and spending time with her friends and family. All of Luciana's grandparents are native Italians, with some from Guardia, Lombardy, and the province of Avellino, excuse me. Oh my gosh, you have so many more. And Calabria. Oh my gosh, keeps going. I'm so sorry. Province of Catanzaro. And thank you. Okay, these Italian roots have inspired Luciana to be proud of her Italian heritage and influence her leadership as president of the Italian Honor Society and vice president of the Italian Club at her high school. Luciana is grateful for the opportunity to honor the struggles experienced not only by her own family, but also by the entire Italian American community. Luciana is also extremely grateful for her Italian upbringing, her opportunity to educate others about Italian culture, and all of the support her family has shown her in all of her endeavors. Thank
you. Next we have Maria Antonia Vernillo. Maria Antonia Vernillo is a 13-year-old Italian-American from Valhalla, New York. She is a student at Valhalla Middle School. She and her brother Paolo are second-generation Italians. Miss Vernillo's father, Giancomo, emigrated from a small town near Napoli called Too Far Fale in 1982. Her mother was born in the Bronx, but her grandmother was born in Italy. Maria Antonia has a creative edge and enjoys singing, drawing, and writing. She also plays volleyball, participates in her school plays, and loves spending time with her friends. She recently won the Westchester Coalition of Italian American Organizations Certificato de Merito for her devotion and dedication to the study of Italian language and culture. Miss Vernillo is proud to be an Italian American in Westchester County.
Up next, Regina Potenza. Regina Potenza is a 7th grade first honor student at Annunciation Elementary School in Yonkers, New York. Her favorite subjects at school are reading and math. Regina is an avid reader, enjoys computer coding and traveling to new places. She is also an athlete playing basketball, softball, and golf for local teams. She participates in her school plays. This year, she will play the role of Tumpton in The King and I. Regina also finds time to give back to her community by being an altar server at her church and volunteering at school and community services. Well done, Regina. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce you to our Miss Italia contestants. We have Claudia Tufanino. Claudia is a 20-year-old Italian American from Montrose, New York. She is currently enrolled at Westchester Community College, where she will be graduating in the spring of 2016. Claudia will be furthering her education in the fall of 2016, where she will begin attending FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology. She is currently employed part-time at Gaetano's Bar and Grill, Croton on the Hudson in New York. Miss Tufamino loves her Italian root, her family, especially her two sisters and her dog. When she is not working or attending school, she volunteers her time at various organizations. Thank you, Claudia.
Last but not least, we have Mimi Sillings. Mimi Sillings is a full-time student at Fordham University, currently ranked in her first class with a 4.0 GPA. She aspires to be a school psychologist. To gain relevant work experience, Ms. Sillings is a substitute teacher's assistant in Pleasantville Middle School's Therapeutic Support Program, an academic support program for children with emotional disabilities. Mimi is fluent in Italian and tutors middle and high school students in Italian. She is a second-generation Italian with